15 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. My name is Randy Nugraha Wijaya. I would like to present a paper titled Citation Data Collector Tool of Author Profiles in Scopus based on Web and Application Programming Interface. This paper was written by Mr. Adian Faturohim, I and Mrs. Dania Iridani. We come from Department of Computer Engineering, Faculty of Engineering, Diponegoro University. The outline of this presentation consists of introduction, literature review, research problem, research contribution, methodology, result and discussion, and conclusion. Okay, so let's start with the background of this paper. Measuring the quality of research activities is essential to determine an impact on the development of science, technology, social, and economic. In today's digital era, an alternative to measure a scholarly output of research can be observed by looking at the number of citations and papers of authors' papers. The more a paper cited, the influence of the research on science technology development is even more significant. Similarly, the publication of research is used by most researchers concerning the promotion of academic positions. The most significant weight of publication results is when in publication, the researcher is the main author. To obtain research publication data, researchers can open the citation database or scientific journals such as Google Scholar, Scopus, Crossref, Web of Science, and many more. In the previous research, researchers also use the API method and web scraping method to obtain data. The use of web scraping or API is quite complicated to analyze the research. Here are some previous research that used as a reference for this paper. The first one is from Adian in 2016. He designed an application that can crawl the data from Google Scholar, Crossref, and Mendeley to show researchers' performance from their published articles. Second, Adian in 2017 analyzed the number of readers of article in Mendeley using Mendeley's API and combine it with Google Scholar's citation using the scraping method. And the third is from Aditya in 2017. He designed a search feature for staff website of University of Indonesia that can perform a search for profile and publications of researchers. Based on the previous research that have been mentioned before, there has not been found an application that can be used to classify the author number sequence of each publication produced. And to make it easier for researchers to analyze their citation data statistic, an application that is integrated with the API is needed. The application can search for research statistics from database resource. So the purpose of this research is, this paper aims to create a web application that acts as a search engine and collect researcher data along with a list of their publication from the Scopus database using the API of Scopus. This application need is important for researchers to finding and classifying the weight value of each publication produced. This application is important so that the academic promotion review team can easily find each author's publication output. Okay, let's move on to the methodology used in this paper. Ideas of a development method is used to design the data collection application. It consists of 4 stages, namely planning, analysis, design, and implementation. After the development of application is completed, the application was tested using 2 methods. There are black box and system usability process. Black box testing is used to test the functionality of the application, while SUS is used to test the usability of the application. SUS testing is the participant respondents. Respondents were grouped based on gender, age, latest education, and current occupation. This description of the system, based on the analysis that has been done, we need an application that is integrated with a citation and scientific journal database that can search data and research document. The application needed can also determine the author's position in the research. This application uses Scopus as a data source This application uses REST API to integrate the application with the Scopus database. Users can also save the search result in the database and download it into their computer device. As we can see on the screen, this is the architecture of the data collection application. The architecture divides the system into four main components. The first part is the application that provides an interface for the user to send the search parameters, receive the information, and data processing. The second component is web service that contains REST API, which is used to retrieve from the resource. The third component is the resource as a data provider, and the last component is database to store the data. The main feature of the application is as a search engine. The search process starts when the user enters keywords in a search form, then the parameters by adding data to the URL. The application uses Scopus API to retrieve data from Scopus database. To interact with the Scopus API, the system uses curl library. Curl is used to make an HTTP request. The method used is HTTP GET request. The final result of the use of Scopus API and the curl library is JSON data. The JSON data will be converted into an array, then it will be displayed in a table. The array can also be saved in MySQL using SQL language and PHP script. Not all the data obtained from the Scopus API will be displayed in the application. This application will display data commonly used to analyze the research, such as the number of author, the number of citation, and the author's position. From the author search API, the data that we retrieve are name, affiliation, and the number of documents. The Scopus search API, the data that we retrieve are title, DOI, citation count, and number of author. This application will display the author position in the research, but there is no author position field in the search result of Scopus API. Then a PHP script is used to determine the position of the author. You can see the flowchart in the right side of the slide. The author name is searched in array using array search function in PHP. It searches on an array result from the JSON. The array search result is the index number that contains the author name. Indexes in array always start at 0, so to determine the position, the formula 0 plus 1 is used. For example, if the author position is the first author in the research, in the array, the author position is at 0. So to display the position 1, the formula 0 plus 1 is used. And in the Scopus search API, the maximum number of authors that can be displayed is 100. So if the research has more than 100 authors, the author's position in the research can be determined. In this application, when the author's position cannot be determined, it will display NA. Next is the implementation. This is the last stage of the software development cycle. It consists of 3 stages. There are API implementation, database implementation, and application implementation. First, the API implementation. It uses Scopus API. It uses 2 models of Scopus API. There are Author Search API and Scopus Search API. Author Search API is used to obtain the profile of the researchers. The parameter used is in the Author Search API is first name, last name, and affiliation of the researcher. This is the flowchart of the Author Search API. The process will start when the search parameter are read. Then those will be added to the Author Search API URL. The system runs the HTTP GET request to read or get data from the source. It will get an HTTP status as a response to client request. If the status code is 200, the server has successfully processed the request. A successful request will return a JSON data. If the user performs a search more than once, the system will restart from reading the search parameter. The second model that is implemented is the Scopus Search API. It uses the author ID as the search parameter that obtained from the previous use of Author Search API. The flow diagram of the implementation of Scopus Search API can be seen on the screen.
Sorry, Mr. Tandy, 5 minutes more.
Okay. This is the database implementation. It uses MySQL. The local server used to run the database are Apache and MySQL using Extend. This database consists of 3 tables that are user, author Scopus, and document of Scopus. Now we will see the implementation of the application, which will display the interface of the application. First, this is the home page of the application. On this page, there are options to sign in and sign up. User must be signed in to be able to use the full feature of the application, but before accessing the application, it requires an internet connection of an institution that subscribe to Scopus, such as a university internet network. So to be able to be used outside the campus, a VPN is required. We use the OpenVPN application to connect to the university network. Then this is the author search page. When we author using 3 parameters, there are first name, last name, and affiliation. This is the result page that researcher's name, affiliation, and the number of document. For each researcher, there are buttons, view docs, download docs, and save result. Then this is the information displayed when displaying a list of researchers document. There are research title, DOI, number of citation, number of author, and author position. This is the profile page where user can see documents that have been saved in the database. And the user can export the research document list in XLS format, and it can be downloaded into the user's computer device. Okay, that's for the implementation of the application. And the result of the application testing for the black box testing, based on the black box testing, the application functionally can produce the expected output, and for system usability scale, the application has an average score of 80. It means it can be used easily by end users as a software that can help users find and analyze the statistic of a researcher. Then, based on the result of the analysis, design, implementation, and testing that has been done, it can be concluded that this research has succeeded in building the data collection application that is able to fulfill its primary function to search for researcher data. This research succeeded in integrating an application with the Scopus API that is used as a data source. The application built is also can be used to download the search result and save the search result in MySQL database. And based on the search testing, this application has a final score of 80, means this application is easy to use by end users in finding the statistic of researchers. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, you can ask me about this presentation.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Tandy. There is a 1.5 minutes. Is there any questions from the participant or the attendees? Okay, there is one question, Mr. Tandy, from Mr. Jauzak. Is there any tools that you use to the black box and usability test, and how many respondents conducted the SUS questionnaire?
Okay, so the black box testing is done by myself. I test the application by giving it an input and check if the application giving the expected output. It means the application has success. And for the black SUS testing, I give the test to 10 respondents. They try the application and they fill the question, which consists of 10 questions. So the result testing that we get is 80.
Okay. Okay. Is it clear, Mr. Jauzak? Okay. Just some seconds. more. Last question from me. Okay. You say in your presentation that this application can handle about 100 author, right? 100 authors, right?
Yes.
100 authors. So you have any evidence that prove your maybe your reason that you set the author parameter to 100? Maybe you have any finding that there is a paper that have a author that maybe more than 5 authors.
Oh, okay. So I have found the journal that have more than 100 article than 100. The the author is from the top one, number Sinta. Sinta, it has an author with more than 1,000. So the application can determine the author position if the author more than 100.
Oh, it's interesting, yeah. If there is author more than 100. Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Tendi. That was a presentation
Okay.
from Mr. Tendi. Yeah. Maybe if you have more questions to Mr. Tendi, you can ask directly to Mr. Tendi. Can you give applause to Mr. Tendi using a reaction? Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Tendi.